It's the E Square Podcast.
Welcome to the E Square Podcast. I'm your I'm your host, not your hoe. I said I'm your hoe. I'm newly back single. So
$20 is $20, bro.
$20. Yo, today we got the Vegas legend. We got the motherfucking hometown hero in this bitch. Yo,
You feel me?
yeah,
It's
Dylan Jacob. What's up, man?
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blessed, highly favored.
All right, well, let's revisit because we was just had a whole little conversation, but
Little powwow.
now that we're on recording again,
Yeah.
you sure? We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Chef, the management for the communication,
Yes, sir,
everything.
manager
was-
slash producer
there we go.
slash fucking brother slash life coach of the year.
So when you guys, you said you've been rocking for like 2 years now.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So you guys, so were you looking for management at that time?
Really, I've been through a couple managers, man.
Oh, really?
I've been through a couple of just bad situations. People
bet.
who like, you know, in the industry there's a lot of cap. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people who literally are the best fucking fakers you will ever meet in your life.
actors
Like
for
I
real.
promise you.
Yeah.
Some real actors, like crazy shit. But I always envisioned myself having a manager like Chef, you know what I'm saying? Which was like someone who I just trust, who I could build with, someone who, you know, has not only just an amazing work ethic, but someone who got just like a story with it as well, you know what I'm saying? And someone who just wasn't like giving this shit, you feel me? Just like me, someone who could relate to me. And I feel like, you know, with Chef, he cares about me as much as I care about me, and that's important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, management, bro. Like, you know, it's funny because I've been on the other end. Like, I've been artist manager. You know what I mean? And it's the biggest factor is trust. You know, when you're in a situation like that. So that's good. You found somebody, bro. That's good. And he makes your beats too.
Yeah, man. That is the GOAT, man.
That's in-house. You got it all in-house.
No, see, that's where it started, man. That's where it started. He told me, he was like, man, I make beats and you feel me? And we linked up.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it was always just like, I seen it from day one though. His work ethic is just crazy, man. You're talking about a guy who literally every hour of his day will be scheduled, time plotted on a calendar and board.
Yeah,
like
super organized and shit.
Super like just
I'm not that way at all.
for real. I'm not that at all, but I crave to be that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be. Like I want to be someone who has all their shit in a row and like can make sure that everything is on time. You feel me? So.
That seems like a lot of work, man.
Bro, exactly. That's why I was like, yo,
you
man.
Respect the fuck out of somebody.
I was like, yo, man, come on, be my manager, man. You know, I don't want to do this shit. Like, for real. I told him, I was like, man, I've never met nobody in my life with like, even if he does something that he knows he's not supposed to do, stays up late, whatever the fuck, he's still up 5 a.m. the next day, working out, fucking doing whatever, no excuses, you know what I'm saying, taking all of his vitamins and fucking, like, he's literally like those,
he's like
that
OCD,
guy,
OCD
like that
type
guy,
shit.
for real, like vitamins every day, like fish oils and supplements and all this shit to make you like work at your pristine fucking condition.
Taking the blue pills and shit.
Yeah, for real. It's like living Matrix with that guy.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. I'm glad you got somebody in your corner that you feel comfortable with and that you trust, because yo, that shit, like, being it, I'm sure you've seen it too, bro. Having the wrong people in your corner can fucking take you down the dark road real quick.
Yeah, man. It could lose you a lot of connections too, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone thinks, oh, so I'm going to go be with so-and-so because so-and-so can introduce me to so-and-so. But, like, at the end of the day, the introduction that you got from that person might not be the introduction that you needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you might meet that person, but it might stop there just because it was the wrong timing, the wrong people that you put yourself around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. And shout out to Chris too. While we doing shout outs. Yo, how'd you meet Chris?
Look, man, Chris. Actually, I met Chris through Chef too.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, shout out Chris, connecting the dots on this interview.
You know what I'm
right
saying?
here.
Because Chris, that's my man right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, and shout out Breezy too, because
Shout out Breezy. Yeah.
if it wasn't for Breezy,
I wish he
you know
was
what I'm
here,
saying,
man. Yeah.
Me and Chris probably wouldn't be so close. Yeah, really, I met Chris through Chef. He reached out to Chef for some beats
Yeah.
for Breezy, like,
okay.
yo, can you do some original beats for him? And Chef was already managing me at the time, and he was like, look at this guy, like, he shoots everything for his kid.
Yeah.
And I seen the little visuals he did for his kid.
It was hard in the house. That one in the
I
house
was like, damn,
crazy.
yeah. I'm like, whoa, this shit low key.
Yeah.
All right, this shit kind of fire, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, damn, the kid is pretty tight though.
Yeah.
Like I told Chef right away, I'm like, fuck the
little
visual.
He got a
literally,
little swag to him,
literally, like Chris is my man and everything,
Yeah.
but I ain't even gonna lie. At first, I was like, fuck the visual.
Yeah.
Who's the kid? Like the kid is tight. You feel me? So that's how we really linked up. Is I was like, man, I just, I wish I had somebody when I was first. And Breezy is a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Breezy is a no excuses recording off fucking Adobe Pro, like not even software made for recording and shit.
Yeah.
Like no excuses, like
Yeah,
and
that's
still
dope.
and
12
still
years old and shit.
13,
Yeah. 13,
like
yeah.
still over here making slappers, you know what I'm saying? So that was
That inspires you in a weird way.
I try to surround myself by that. That's always
Yeah.
inspiration for me, especially from coming from a younger generation too, someone who's younger than me. Like, bro, you got school, you got all this other shit that you got to worry about, hormones and everything else going, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you are still so dedicated, like, to your craft and no one can tell you no, like, that inspires me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I wish at his age when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying, that I had somebody who, like, made it their personal goal, like, to make sure my shit came out tight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And really that's just, the role that I've tried to play for Breezy has always been like, you know what I'm saying? Look, if you take my advice, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I think this would be tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's dope, bro. Yeah, he's like your little protege now.
Yeah, like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my little man.
Yeah, that's
sure.
super dope. Let's switch the positions though. When you were, what, 13?
14.
Well,
That's when I got into music. 13, 14.
Oh, for real? That's when you started? Did you didn't have nobody to like guide you?
Man, I actually had people who were way out of my caliber of work, man.
For real?
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, so my first ever industry experience was with this lady by the name of Lauren Christie, and she was just, I mean, you're talking about, she wrote Skater Boy for Avril Lavigne. She wrote
and you were
Jason Mraz songs and Jason Derulo songs, and she wrote fucking Me, Myself, and I from BB Rexa and G-Eazy, and like super just like outrageous hits, you know what I'm saying? Hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
Her husband was responsible for one of Justin Bieber's albums, and they had a huge record label back in the day, and like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working with this caliber of artists, and I'm realizing
when you're
now,
14?
Yeah.
Oh,
and when I first got into music,
yeah,
like, I had no experience. I'd never been in the studio before.
How'd that happen, though?
Well, my first manager,
okay.
he made the connection, and basically they went back because he was friends with this guy, James Bourne. And James Bourne...
Sounds like an assassin's name
bro,
or something.
he's a fucking rock star, bro. He's a fucking rock star from the UK. So, you know that song from the Jonas Brothers, I went to the year 3000. You know that shit?
No.
Bro, it's a hit.
Maybe if I heard it, probably
it's
if I
a
heard
hit.
it.
Some Jonas Brothers shit, right? But that's not their song. That's this band called Busted in the UK. And James Bourne was like one of the main people in Busted.
Oh, okay.
So they... literally, they got back together, sold out tours in the UK, like going crazy, right? Like legends in the UK, like some real like rock band shit. You know what I'm saying? And so he knew Lauren because Lauren's from the UK.
Oh, okay.
And so we all just connected because the guy that picked me up originally, he knew him from like back in his college days in the dorm room, like just fucking making YouTube videos and shit like that. So, I met all of them, you know what I'm saying, and I started working with these amazing artists, and I'm realizing like now, you know what I'm saying, that it definitely probably was a lot more than I was ready for at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because these are like people who, you know, they write hits and they work fast and they don't give
like
a fuck.
overwhelming and shit.
Yeah, like
Did you know at that
don't
age
care.
though, with like sitting in the room with them? Did you know what was going on and shit?
I mean,
Like, did you know the extent of like their accomplishments and shit?
oh
or-
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
oh,
I
yeah.
knew who I was with.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew who I was with, 100%.
Yeah.
I did all my research. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, but it was one of those things where it's like you have to walk into it with a blind confidence if you're not already confident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you're not even gonna last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I had the look and I had, you know, the confidence.
Yeah.
But when it came to like the time to really like put that shit down,
Yeah.
you feel me? She's writing these amazing hooks, and I'm coming in with verses that are shit, like trash. You know what I'm saying?
What were you rapping about?
Bro, literally, like,
Like
the
location?
simplest, like, I mean, not like, honestly, it still had like depth to it,
Yeah.
but it was just like the way it was said was whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Your
saying?
delivery.
Yeah, like I was always a wordsmith. You know, I was, like I always played with words, so I was always good with words. But really, it was one of those things where it was just like, you know, I just started music, so you can't expect me to be tight. Like,
Right.
I wasn't tight, you feel me? But I had this blinding confidence that I was.
Yeah.
Because before that, I'd already been on the street rapping for like a year and a half, just freestyling.
When you're 13?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And so like I wasn't tight, but I'm getting money like I'm tight. Like people are giving me money like I'm tight.
Yeah.
So I'm getting this blinding confidence of like, nah, fuck you, I'm tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you're saying. I'm making money.
Yeah.
Like they're giving me money to do this. If I wasn't tight, why would I be making money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which in all reality, like, bro, confidence will take you so far in life. You feel me?
Yeah. I heard you say that term before. I think it was your interview that Chris did with you with the girl shaking ass. The blind. You mentioned blind confidence. And where does that come from? Because, bro, like, you know, I think you've accomplished a lot, and you've gotten a lot of notoriety, and you know, and you've been in front of so many people. Just being on downtown Fremont for so long.
Yeah.
Like, where does that, like, artists don't go through that. You know, like most artists, they're gonna go to perform at a show where probably people want to see them, or they're gonna open up for fans that want to be there. You know what I mean? But it's different when you're like on the street and you're like, yo,
you have to stop the people.
The
people don't want to stop for you.
Yeah, you have to earn their attention.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly. And that's before you earn any money at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so honestly, it came from this realization that I had young, and I realized that I was stopping myself from blossoming and prohibiting myself from capturing so many opportunities because I was scared of what people would think of me. And so I started thinking, I was like, I'm rapping to tourists.
Yeah.
I'm never going to see these people ever again.
Right. Take the pressure off yourself a little bit.
I'm like, what the fuck do I care what they think?
Yeah.
I don't care what they think.
Yeah.
Why would I care what they think? Because at the end of the day, you're going to give me money either because you like me or because you're laughing at me or because your girl thinks I'm cute or whatever the hell it is, you're going to give me money for it.
Right.
So after I have your money, my goal is accomplished. Like, I knew what my goal out there was. Like, my goal was to get your money. My goal wasn't, like, starting out on Fremont, my goal wasn't to be a rapper. My goal was to get money. Like, that's why I started doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then I developed, like, a real passion for the art of rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, the actual craft itself. Like, I always had love for the genre. Music was always in my blood. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't till I put myself in the situation to really experience the shit that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, I never realized I was good at it until I got out. And, like, the thing that made me confident as well was, like, I'm standing next to people on the block that have been doing this for years. And we're getting the same reactions. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if these people are reacting the same, then that means that we're, like, on the same level. Yeah. So you've been doing this for years. I just started this. That's how I just thought about it in my head all the time. I was like, I just started this. I have so much time. I know. That's one thing I always try to tell myself. It's like, the one thing I know is I know nothing at all. Yeah. I don't know shit. Yeah. And I'll be the first one to say that. Like, I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know nothing, and that's all. Because if I keep that mentality, I'm going to learn everything, and I'm going to absorb everything that's put around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, that's so crazy, bro. I couldn't. Were you like a public speaker in school
Man,
or not?
actually,
Or you a
yeah, I
shy
was
kid?
no, like rounding the end, like 8th grade, 7th grade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, that's when I started doing like I did a little bit of public speaking for JDRF and shit.
What's that?
So Junior Diabetic Research Foundation.
Oh, what the
So
fuck?
cause I'm type 1 diabetic.
Oh, are you? Oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't know that.
So
So what do you eat?
I mean I could eat whatever. I just
Yeah.
gotta take insulin.
Oh, for real? You
Yeah,
gotta
cause my
have it.
pancreas doesn't create insulin.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, I did some speaking for them and shit when I was younger. Uh, and
Oh.
then really after that, like
Yeah.
really I was always a good speaker,
Really?
but it wasn't like
You didn't like get nervous?
publicly speaking.
Oh, okay.
I was bad at publicly speaking
Yeah.
for a while.
Did you like freeze up and get all scared and shit? I know I
It's
did.
just the
I
nerves, you
did,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? It's just the
Yeah.
nerves. Like the nerves gets to everybody, especially like practice. That's really what it is. It's
Yeah,
practice. It's
yeah.
that like I had that feeling every night before Fremont, before too long it just goes away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've done 100,000 hours
With-
of, like you said, I'm stopping people who don't even want to fucking see me.
Yeah.
Like they didn't come to hear rap music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Leading up to it is way worse, and then once it starts,
Once
like, yeah.
once
you're
the
good,
ice
yeah.
is broke, you're
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. So let's go back to no. I want to find out. I want to know when and what this first like your first or the decision to go on Fremont and rap. You know, like how old were you? You said you were like 13,
yeah, I was like 13.
and you were out
14.
there. So like, who was with you, and like, what was the decision process in doing that? Because at 13, bro, I couldn't imagine being like, yo,
Man, I always wanted to make money, man.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It was like I was 13 and I was looking up jobs like that I could do, but I didn't live in no neighborhood where you could like go mow people's lawns or clean
Yeah.
people's lawn. I lived in the budget suites, you feel me?
yeah,
So I lived in little studio apartments that, you know what I'm saying, you're not even supposed to talk to your neighbors. Like
yeah,
so as a kid, I would walk around and I'd knock on people's doors and I'd be like, "Hey, can I take your trash out for 50 cents? Can I
Mhm.
take your trash out? Can I take your trash out?" You know what I'm saying? And that's how I make money, like just to wash my clothes, just to like do shit that I felt was needed, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't always top priority for like the family I was living with at the time, you know what I'm saying? And so really it was just that was where it came from originally was I went down to Fremont with my mom. It was her birthday.
Mhm.
And I'm seeing
That's
these.
some fake as shit, bro.
No, for real,
Going down
real.
to Fremont with your mom.
Yeah.
For her birthday when you're like 13, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And so like I'm down there and I see performers and shit and they all making money.
Yeah.
They're making some bread, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Or at least I'm thinking they are. Like
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the money I'm seeing going
Yeah,
in, they're making some money.
Yeah.
And I seen somebody rapping out there who actually at the end of the day it turns out was fake anyway. So like I don't even like to mention his name no
No,
more.
you
know
ain't
what I'm
gotta
saying?
get you don't get no
those
air.
those who shall not be named, you feel me?
Yeah.
But
You don't deserve no air.
yeah, I seen him out there and I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Can I start rapping? Or like let me try. You feel me? And he was like, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I don't know, let me try." You feel me? And I did like little Christian raps, dude.
Mhm.
Like cause I was like a church kid.
Oh, really?
You feel me? Like I always lived in like the worst neighborhoods.
Mhm.
I always lived in like I was a budget suites baby.
Yeah, I
You
watched
feel
your
me?
the episode you did. That was dope. I like that shit.
I appreciate that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like my family at home were always still like loving individuals, you know what I'm saying? Even if they had weird ways of showing it.
Yeah.
Like so I was always in the church too, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that was because
What
my
kind
grandma
of church?
Christian. I grew up
Christian?
Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But that was because my grandma was like super church lady. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what all like retired entertainers do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
retired entertainers go.
Oh,
and
your
they
grandma
give,
was an entertainer too?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd she do?
Yeah. So she sings.
Oh, okay.
Well, she sung.
So
R.I.P.
okay, so now okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's really where my all my inspiration for
Okay,
music in the
okay,
first place came from.
okay.
That's why I say like music is in my blood is
Mhm.
because like I grew up hearing about these like rock star stories of my grandma going on tour, like opening it up for like Elvis Presley and
Oh,
Frank
word?
Sinatra. Yeah, the only reason they
Damn.
came to Vegas is because she had residency at a hotel out here called the Stardust.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, that started as iconic, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how they came out here. It was
Oh.
literally just she had residency, and then my dad was like 11 or 12 at the time, and so like he never been to real school,
Yeah.
and she just told my grandpa, like, my grandpa met my grandma because she used to sing for the army and he was in the army. You feel me?
Oh,
So
damn.
it's like all a cycle. Like
Yeah, yeah.
music is literally the glue that brought my whole family together. Like I
That's
wouldn't be here
dope.
today if it wasn't for music, and that's literal. Like
Yeah.
not even for some like music saved my life, which music
Yeah.
did save my life multiple times, but like on some real like just history.
Yeah.
I would not be here. Like my family tree would not exist if it wasn't for music.
That's crazy.
You know?
Did your mom sing too?
No.
No.
Tone deaf.
Your dad?
My dad, yeah, he dabbles, but he's
really?
not. He's not what he used to be. Let's just say that.
Damn, man, that's so crazy. Now I'm okay. Now I'm connecting all the dots because I was, I'm curious on how, you're only 18 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I so like, yo, you've accomplished so much in such a short time, and I'm just curious, bro, into what like how this all got to be, bro. But that makes sense now.
Man, it's all
So,
just a puzzle. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Life is crazy, man. Everything happens for a reason, and that's one thing I had to get through my head too, at like a young age. You know, I was always I see. That's the thing about my dad. Like I was raising my dad. You feel me? But the whole time I didn't know, like I'm getting like emotionally and like mentally fucked up
Yeah.
because my dad is bipolar, doesn't want to admit he's bipolar, so doesn't take no
Oh, really?
medicine, no nothing. He'll make shit up in his head and believe that shit's true.
Mm.
You feel me? So I'm over here as a kid, and like it was weird. It was like half my life I was like ultra sheltered, where like all he wanted me watching was Veggie Tales type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because he thought he was being some like extra good parent.
Yeah, he didn't want you
like,
outside or something.
yeah, type
yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
then he didn't want me doing anything inside either. So I
Yeah.
just like spent my time as like a loner, like kid in the corner.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then like the other half of the time, like was like I was just running the fucking streets with my
Yeah.
homies, like, and
So it's like
you know,
it was
nobody
like,
really knew.
extreme opposites and shit.
Yeah, and it was like my mom was always made out to be the bad parent in my life. You feel
Mm.
me? And I never even had the experience. Like I never had that experience till I was like 13, 14.
Oh, really? So
That's
you
when-
didn't live with your mom at all, really?
No, I seen my mom like once, twice a year before that.
Damn.
So like
As man. you
yeah,
need-
and
that'll-
then
that'll-
all
yeah.
my siblings are on my mother's side.
Oh shit.
So I didn't see none of my siblings either. So I was like, that's what I'm saying. That's where it was hard for me because I always had this magnetic personality, but I was this super introverted individual because I was kept inside, like literally, like almost like it's almost like that Harry Potter story.
Yeah.
You feel me? Where it's like on the outside, everything looks nice. You
Yeah.
got this nice little sweater and this
There's a
nice little
storm-
family
yeah,
and
there's
this nice
storm
little
brewing,
car.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's like on the inside, it's like, bro, you're locked in a closet,
Yeah.
can't do shit. You just sit in
Yeah.
your thoughts all day. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like emotionally, that's where I went through the most like abuse and shit was with my dad.
Mm.
Because emotionally, like I said, you know, it's not his fault. He's fucking sick. But
Yeah.
like I didn't realize because I didn't have any other experience
Right,
until
right.
after I was like
You
13.
thought that was normal.
Yeah, because that's when I got diagnosed with my diabetes. So my dad couldn't pay the medical bills,
Yeah.
and basically like that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Did your mom live? Your mom during those times, your mom didn't live here.
No, my mom always lived in
Oh,
Vegas.
okay.
Like she was always around, but my dad didn't want me seeing my mom.
Oh, they were on bad terms.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
well, my dad. That's the thing about my dad. It's like my dad blames everything on somebody else.
Mm.
You feel me? At the end of the day, it's always somebody else's fault.
Mhm.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love the guy. It's just he has his fucking shit that he
Yeah.
can't get over, and
Yeah.
like,
How's
you
your
know what I'm
guys? How's your
saying?
guys' relationship today?
I haven't seen him in like 3 years.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Is
But
he out here still?
no, he's in like Nashville. But
Oh.
I actually just called him today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Damn.
trying to mend.
Yeah.
I realize, man, time is precious, bro.
Time, yeah, man.
You can't get
time,
that shit back.
and it flies, bro.
Yeah, and
know?
I'm just thinking about like my grandma, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, you know, even after everything that goes on, after everything that somebody puts you through, there has to be a point in your life where you just have to be like, you know what I'm saying, what's done is done, and like if you're gonna continue to act the same way, I can't change that. Like I can't change who you are. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean I have to surround myself with you, but I could
Yeah.
love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my dad. I'll always have love for my dad. Like
Yeah.
That's just some real shit.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how cruelly I was taught the lessons, he did teach me lessons. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was like
There's always something you could take from it, you know? Like,
exactly like
yeah.
I like really that taught me so much about no loss is a loss. Like everything can be a lesson. That's really what a lot of that experience taught me. It was like I'm over here instead of using this mindset of like, oh, why did this happen to me? Woe is me. Like all this stuff. Like I could tell you some crazy stories. You feel me? It's like instead of doing that, I really just flipped it and I was like, you know what? Like I'm grown. I'm grown. Like I've been through a lot of shit. Like I experienced a lot of shit that I shouldn't have to experience.
Right.
You feel me? And that was like my dad's favorite thing to say is like, I'm getting you prepared for how cruel the world is. Like that's what he used to say to me.
Like
And
he's
I'm
doing
like,
you a favor.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's the mind of a sick person, bro.
Yeah. It's all about perspective, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you came out like, you know what I'm saying? Turning out all right over here,
You
man.
feel me?
Yeah.
It had to happen to somebody. You feel me? It had to happen to somebody down the
Oh,
line.
man. So
somebody had to turn out right.
Yeah, man. So how is do you consider yourself famous in any way, or do you
Man, I just consider myself Dylan.
do you feel famous? Cause you're a face definitely in Vegas. Like people know who you are, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
after the 4, but even before
Vegas
that,
is so hating though. I'm not even gonna
the-
lie.
what
You know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying? Like
they hate on you.
no, it's just that's like our culture.
Yeah,
like our culture is
we're trying to get
we're
there.
mean. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we don't we want to support everything in Vegas after they've shown us reason to support. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I'm guilty of that as much as the next man. You know what I'm saying? Like Vegas is more of a competition city.
Yeah.
It's like it's always been like that.
Yeah, I think it's all just still new to us. Feel
Yeah,
me?
really. No one
yeah.
has cracked the culture yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's really what I aim to be, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody coming from Vegas ain't from Vegas. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really born and raised here. Like,
Yeah.
my whole life
Me
spent
too.
out here.
I love to hear
As
it,
a
man.
kid,
I
you
love to
feel
hear
me?
it,
So, like, I've been in, I can't say some of the best neighborhoods, but I've been in some of the worst neighborhoods that you could stay out here. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in, like, mid-class neighborhoods, too.
Yeah.
And I've experienced the best neighborhoods. Like I've had experience over there. Like I really feel like I've had every experience Vegas could offer before you turn 21, and that's not a lot.
That's
You feel
not a
me?
lie, yeah.
But like
Little darlings,
it's
see,
so
little
much.
darlings.
It's so much at the same time. You feel me? Because I
yeah.
tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, I don't think you really understand the struggle. Like people be talking about like coming from Vegas until you're under 21 growing up in Vegas.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have all the blinders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have the drugs. You don't have the parties and the clubs and the this and that to keep you paying attention to like what's in front of your face. You get to see all the behind the dirty, the under pocket, the cheating and the lying, you know what I'm saying? So I think our culture really, you feel me? That's our biggest problem is no one's cracked it yet.
Yeah.
And so like really honestly, if you're from Vegas, what do you have that is Vegas that is ours? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're finally starting to get there. We're getting professional sports teams. Shout out the Raiders. Shout out the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
You feel
Shout
me?
out. Yeah. Have you been to a game?
Yeah, man. I went to a Golden Knights game.
Yeah,
I haven't
those are
been to a Raiders
cracking.
game yet, though. I want to go to a Raiders game,
Yeah, the
man.
Golden Knights are cracking. Those games are cracking.
Man.
But to go back on what you said, like I think it's just we're just building an identity. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we don't have nothing to latch on
There's
to
no
yet.
face. There's no face yet. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is gonna have a sound.
Yeah.
Like especially musically wise. You know what I'm saying? And
Who do you like? Who do you like out here from Vegas? Like who's some artists that catch your eye or catch your ear?
honestly, like I couldn't see my thing.
No,
as,
that's
like,
cool. Because
Like no, I know artists out here,
Yeah.
but they're not from here.
Okay.
Like I know that for a
Yeah,
fact. And so it's like for me to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, Las Vegas artists that are hot right now is
Yeah.
this person, this person, this person, knowing that they're not from here.
Yeah.
Like I can't say that. Like that. I feel like that's how our culture gets so fucked up.
Yeah.
Is because it's like everyone always wants to be like, yo, shout out da 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 and shout out this person, that person, and they're never from here. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it's like they get known for a city that
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah,
They're not repping, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely like a what's the word? A transient town a lot, but We got some players out here. I think, but it's hard for when I ask that question to artists. It's different. Like I expect a different answer because I'm a fan.
I mean, you
You
want
know
to
what I'm
know
saying?
who I really like from out here?
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Fucking um
He pulled out the.
fucking
Yeah,
what's their name?
the Dragons.
Imagine
Imagine
Dragons.
Dragons. Yeah,
Imagine
yeah, yeah.
Dragons.
They're
I fuck
dope.
with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They're
People
from
don't. People
Vegas.
don't even
They're
talk
from
about. Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
You
People
feel
don't
me?
talk about that. Yeah.
But like that's
Yeah, cause we're in hip
you know what
hop.
I'm
Like we're in the
saying?
hip hop lane, I guess you want
Mhm.
to say so.
Mhm.
But really, it's all just music, bro. It all blends in together. But um, yeah, when I ask artists that, I don't really expect. I don't know, cause if I was an artist, I wouldn't want to listen to nobody else really, cause I would get too influenced. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it's not like. See, for me, that's inspiration, bro. If
yeah,
if I see another man working and I feel like they working harder than me,
yeah,
I'm gonna go harder.
yeah.
You feel me? Because I don't want to be outworked.
Right, right,
Like I
right.
never want to be outworked. So
Yeah.
anytime I feel like I'm getting outworked, like
Mhm.
I gotta step my game up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I really don't. Maybe it's just the fact that I do keep my sources very very low. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I keep my outside sources very very low because I don't want too much influence on what
Yeah.
I do. But at the same time, like that's all I do at the same time. You feel me? I freestyle. Like that's really what I'm known for. That's
Yeah.
really the most hours that I put in musically. So that's really what I've made my selling point out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm so good at being able to mimic and do something better.
Mhm.
Or I'm so good at being able to like pick somebody's style up and put it back down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But make it my own.
yeah,
And like that's come from so many hours of just doing different types of beats and
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah,
types of like different types of crowds. So you have to know
yeah.
like what the consumer that you're pitching to is gonna eat. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? Like
What's the last show you did like outside of Fremont, like on the stage?
um,
And how was that? Like, and is that like way different?
I think my last show was either the Hard Rock
Hard Rock Live?
or
Mm.
this Day in Vegas after party shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
but that was a minute ago,
That was
man.
last year.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
a
last
minute
year.
ago.
Damn, Vegas was dope.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
minute. I was supposed to do I was supposed to headline the UNLV rally this year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was supposed to
Okay.
headline that this year, but that got
COVID.
canceled because the whole COVID. You know what I'm
COVID.
saying? And
Yeah.
I had a couple out of state dates too, but
Mhm.
those got canceled.
Yeah, you gotta get up out of state, man.
Yeah, man. Like
You
I
gotta get up
said,
out of
people
state,
look.
man.
Boozy said it the
Yeah,
best. Like people hate you where you from, man.
yeah,
And it's real, but it's sad, but it's real. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, how many times have you been sitting next to somebody and looking at their plate and comparing it
yeah.
to yours?
I
And
think
we
it's
all
natural.
do it.
Yeah,
We
it's
all do
natural.
it. It's
Yeah,
natural, bro. But it's like some people don't know how to get themselves out of that mindset ever. You know
or
what I'm
control
saying?
it. There's levels to it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it could be a
Like
competition that could be
a
good.
healthy
Yeah,
competition.
yeah,
Gatorade said it the best. You'll never reach your full maximum potential until you get a
exactly,
rival. Like a
exactly,
rival will push you to be something that you
exactly.
never thought
Yeah,
you were gonna
it'll
be.
bring it out of you. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I went on the 4 with P Diddy and DJ Khaled
Mm.
and Megan Trainor. You feel me? After I was trying to get on the rap game for years,
Yeah.
I was literally sending. Okay. Real quick story. I literally bought fucking plane tickets, VIP passes to the Rap Games tour, and the closest city they were going to Vegas was
Mhm.
St. Louis.
Oh shit.
So I went all the way out to St. Louis, flew me and my sister out,
Yeah.
got VIP backstage passes so that we could meet and greet and all that shit, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because I wanted to meet Jermaine Dupri. That's all I wanted to do. I just
Yeah.
wanted to meet him and shake his hand, and I wanted to like let him know like, look, I'm gonna work for this shit. So you
Yeah.
just gotta pay a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not where I'm supposed to be at right now,
Yeah.
don't worry. Give me like a couple years, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. I went, stood in the line, everything like that, hours, fucking spent like over a band, and I'm 15, 16 maybe,
Yeah.
and bro didn't even show up to zone meet and greet.
Yeah. You were heartbroken.
I swear, bro
Oh
didn't even show up to
no.
his own meet and greet, and I'm
Oh.
like, damn.
Yeah.
So from that point on out, I don't
yeah.
give a fuck if you know who I am or not. I'm
Yeah.
making it my personal mission that like I'm going to get to the point where like one day you're gonna have to like do an interview on like a documentary about me, and you're gonna be like, yeah, he was reaching out. I had the chance to sign him, and I passed. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's my personal mission. Like my personal mission, like, is all those girls who told me I was ugly, all the
I feel you, bro.
you feel
I
me?
feel you.
Everything,
Revenge, motherfucker,
everything.
revenge. Yeah,
Revenge is
yeah.
best when it's not even for you, it's for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm doing is for me at the end of the day, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be so much sweeter the
Yeah.
fact knowing that you hate yourself because I did it.
Yeah, the best revenge is
Like-
success, bro. Massive success. Feel me?
Exactly.
That's a cool little story, man, because that's just fuel to the fire, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and
It's
I've
like-
had so many times, so many
You got
closed
it.
doors.
It's not gonna stop, bro. All that shit is just
Every time.
It's about perspective, though.
Bro, I went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I had an interview with like a famous like executive producer, right?
Mhm.
And bro's like, yeah, man, I like the look, I like everything. You got it. Right? They like hyping me up, right? Never even heard my music. I get to the studio, I play like 3 songs, and it's weird because the whole time they vibing like
Yeah.
they like this, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, but those ain't hits. So look, we gonna get you a writer, and we gonna get you a da-da-da. And I'm not stupid, bro.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not stupid.
Mhm.
I'm really not. You feel me? I've sat in writing camps.
Yeah.
Like, I've sat next to some of like the greatest writers in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me like on a point where I'm not acting like I'm better than anybody by that or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or any shit like that. I'm just saying that like I know for a fact what I have and what I don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I told him straight up, I'm like, look, I agree that I could use help, maybe structuring a song,
Yeah.
or maybe even a person to help me write a hit,
Yeah.
like a real hit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But to tell me that literally, like, he clarified himself and all. And the funny thing is I have the whole thing on voice recording, and I didn't even know I was voice recording. And he clarified it all. No. I mean somebody to write the whole song, put it on a page, and you read it.
How you feel about how that?
I'm like, no, you're not going to take everything creatively away from me.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, and this is where I realized that everybody in the industry is not going to see eye to eye with you.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, look, I respect everything you're saying and all.
Mhm.
I respect everything you've done in your career, right?
Yeah.
And respectfully, I'm going to have to tell you that I can't make any type of deal with you because I take this too seriously.
Yeah.
This isn't just a paycheck for me.
Yeah.
It's not just a job. And if it was,
that's
I would
weird.
lose my love for it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If I treated this just like a job, I would lose everything about it that makes me special at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I told him that, and he just got so mad, bro. Well, we care about money around here. We making millions. Da-da-da-da-da. We care about this. We care about that. You ain't never seen me crying when I'm driving off in the Benz and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's great and all, bro. I get it.
Oh, God.
Like, I get it, bro.
Yeah.
I really do. I understand. And believe me when I tell you that I want those bust down chains and that rollie just as bad as you do.
Yeah.
But if that's what I have to do to get it, if I can't be me to get it, then
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to find another way. You know what I'm
Yeah, because
saying?
you don't want to be the guy getting your whole songs written for you. Like,
No, bro. I don't want
yeah.
to be the guy that at the end of the day finds out that they just signed me for 100% of my creative control and they
Yeah,
tell me that I have to
no.
go get a face tattoo.
Yeah.
You know that? Like, no, that really happens.
Yeah.
That really happens.
That's in their
No,
contract.
that really happens. If they own more than a certain percentage of creative control over you, and because when you sign an
They
artist,
can tell you that.
so if you're an artist, right, and I'm a label,
Yeah.
and I go, hey, I want to sign you to an artist deal. I'm not signing you for your music. I'm signing you for your image,
Right.
your entirety,
Your
your likeness, your everything.
Right.
It belongs to me now.
Right.
That's what a lot of their deals say. Is
Yeah.
like everything about you belongs to us.
I own you. I own you, bitch.
You and every universal likeness and
Yeah.
everything about you,
Yeah.
we own now, and
Yeah.
we own the right to use it.
That's
We own the right to
scary.
change it, alter it, do whatever. Right now, when they own like I forgot what the actual percentage is, but when they own more than a certain percentage of your creative control, they could literally tell you, "Oh, shave your head right now. That's what's hot.
Oh my god.
Oh, go get a face tattoo. That's what's hot."
Oh my god. I'll be sick.
What? No, what are you talking about? We're signing your paychecks. We
I'll
own
be
you.
sick. God, that's
Like
scary.
we're here to make sure you blow up at any
Yeah.
cost, at any and all costs.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You've been offered to get signed?
I've been offered a couple deals,
Mhm.
but it was nothing that I was like even like considering. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I honestly, I've never had a team before recently. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I've never had a team, and when I was hot, when I was really hot, you know what I'm saying? That was the thing. I just had no team, and I wasn't putting out music.
Yeah.
And
You
I
still don't
wasn't
really put
putting
out a
out-
lot of music.
Man, it's definitely gonna
coming.
change.
Coming.
It's changing,
Yeah.
man. I'm putting out the album this year
Yeah.
on my birthday. You feel me?
Hey, what's that song called? I really like this song. The song you performed for in front of all those kids. But I was listening to it on the way here. With you, no. was it-
Best for you,
Best for you. I like
Yeah,
that
Best for
song,
You.
man. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
man. I appreciate you,
like that
man.
one.
I appreciate you, man. I put a lot of
Yeah.
time
Was-
into that.
Yo, I watched that video too. Was that weird? Performing in front of all those kids.
No,
on
man,
that
I felt
show?
good. I felt good,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Honestly,
It's
that's
because it's like a different. Well, I guess you're like numb to like you've
I'm
seen.
known to
every-
so many
yeah.
environments,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Literally, like I've made my living off being able to adapt
Yeah.
to my surroundings,
Yeah.
off being able to like entertain everybody and
Right,
anybody. You know what I'm saying? I got literally people walking up to me every night when I'm doing my little freestyle shows, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Bro, I don't even like rap music."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm 65 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
You think I listen to rap music?
Yeah. Is
But I love you. Like,
is that's dope, bro. That's super dope. Is street performing lucrative? Would you tell a youngster to go out there and make some money, or is it just, or it's kind of like if? Well, I guess if they suck,
the money the money isn't all you got to take into consideration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other shit that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like territorial bullshit. At least out here.
Like this my corner type shit.
No, for real,
For real?
Like, you know, I got a open case pending right now for out there.
For what? Oh,
some
just
bullshit.
for performing and like in the wrong place or something.
No, for a battery.
For real.
But
Like you had a heckler.
yeah,
gotta-
I
you
mean, I
gotta- you
can't
gotta-
go. I can't go too
Okay,
much into
okay.
detail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's a lot of bullshit that be out
I
there
could imagine.
that comes with the.
drunk assholes and shit.
Well, it's like at the end of the day, anywhere you can make money, there's gonna be another person wanting to make money, right? Then there's a food chain, and when one person doesn't remember that there's a food chain,
Yeah.
then that's where you have problems. That's not
Yeah.
where I have had my problems,
Yeah.
but that's where a lot of people have problems out there.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
politics and
Like
shit with the street
there's
performance and
politics.
stuff.
There's
Damn.
politics to everything.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, I can
If you're selling drugs, like
Yeah.
you don't go sell drugs on somebody else's block, like
Yeah,
that doesn't work. You feel me?
I
Like
never thought of street
you go and get
performing like
checked,
that.
and it's honestly it's very very like that. Like
Yeah.
street performing is very very much like like drug selling culture.
Yeah.
You know, they're not selling drugs. That's not what I'm saying at
Yeah.
all. But I'm saying that like
Yeah.
the way that it operates,
Yeah.
you have to think what you're doing is you're selling a show to a bunch of people who never wanted the show in the first place. Think of it like a hustler on the street corner selling drugs to a
Yeah.
bunch of people who
You
never
gotta-
even knew they wanted drugs in the first place.
You got a product. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a product, but I'm not even giving you a product. I'm giving you an experience. That's what you're selling. Just
Yeah.
as someone who sells drugs is selling you an
Yeah.
experience. Bro, these are going to get you high.
Yeah.
My music is going to make you turn, or
Yeah.
my music is going to make you sad, or you have to have a selling point, right?
Mhm.
So like what you're doing is you're literally taking your craft, you're putting it on a selling point. You're saying, "Look, I'm selling you this experience." You feel me?
Yeah.
And now you're going to buy into this. You're going to give me all your money
Mhm.
because you're addicted to this experience.
Yeah.
You're addicted to what I'm doing for your ego, or you're addicted to like the feeling that I make you have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Damn, bro. That is I would never think like for street performers, but I guess like that is the way. Like you're fighting for the audience. You're fighting for
Anywhere
Like,
money is involved,
yeah.
people are gonna have egos, and anywhere egos are involved,
Yeah.
like people are gonna fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just a fight. I mean, like I've had a lot of legal trouble too when it comes to like literally before I turned 18, I had over 9 tickets for street performing. And they
Why
all
don't they
got
just let you
they
do, like,
they all got thrown out of court. They
yeah,
all got dismissed. Nothing
yeah,
on my record
yeah,
because each time they're like, "Bro, I don't even know why they're sending you here. This is not like
like,
illegal."
did they write you up like on the spot?
No, yeah, I got real tickets, like real. I had to
Why
go
are
to
they
real
hating,
court.
bro? Why are
You
they
know what I'm saying?
hating?
Because
Damn.
at the end of the day, like it's even like this. You got to think, right? So you would think casinos fuck with us because we keep people around. You know what I'm saying? We keep people on the block. It's 3 a.m. and people are still out of shows.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
still going and getting drinks, right?
Yeah,
That's how we think.
Exactly.
Casinos don't think like that.
Yeah.
Casinos think, no, you just took $100 from this person. That's $100 that they're not going to spend on a machine. They're not going to spend on a drink. They're not going to spend on whatever, right? So
I think it's hip hop too. They don't like hip hop.
bro, it's everything all in one, and I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? It's so much chaos out there, and that's why I wouldn't recommend it to a youngster. And that's like a young person coming up.
Like Breezy, you wouldn't take him out there?
No, definitely not. It's just not the environment. It's not the environment.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta have tough or thick skin.
real
for
thick
sure.
skin, you feel me? Like if I wasn't raised in the place that I was raised, or if I wasn't in the environment that I was at before that, like I definitely
crack.
and I mean on top of that, it's a God-given blessing that literally like my older brother, my blood brother happened to be a 6'7" literal armed security guard.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he started working for me. I started paying him out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
So,
good to have. Out there
yeah.
on Fremont.
Well, I established that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I established that early because no matter what, you know, you look after who's in the family and you keep it in the family.
Yeah, that's
You feel me?
better,
So, oh, you gonna do security? Well, I need security. Do security for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so that's how we got our whole little team. That's how everything started originally. You know what I'm saying? It started with me, the guy out there with a backpack, Brandon, and
Oh, he's been with you for that long?
yeah, he's been with me since the
dope.
the
That's
fucking
dope.
the mud, like the mud. We were on the bus together, just the just me and him,
Dope.
dragging around a karaoke speaker down the strip.
Yeah.
Like not even Fremont.
Dope. That's dope, bro. So why don't you put out a lot of music?
Man, well, for a while I was caught up in a little contract with the show, and like basically told me like if I put anything out, then they own it. So I was like, why the fuck am I gonna put something out?
What the
But that was greedy of me, bro. I should have just put shit out because the content would have paid me, bro. I would have got paid just because of everything else. You know what I'm saying?
So if you would have put out music independently on your own after the
for a year,
for a year, they would have owned it.
Yeah.
What type of weird ass shit is that?
Basically, it's like okay, so it's like a label does too. So a label will tell you they'll be like so if I'm a little label and I'm coming to you, then you want to sign to a bigger label, right? Well, I'm gonna need a check because I got you to the point to sign to a bigger label,
and they know that big label got the money. So.
Exactly. So it's just like, oh, okay, you got all this clout off the show for free.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, like, we're gonna reap benefits off you even after.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like a lot of people don't know, they literally fucking took down my performance video where it was all my performances on the show because it had so many views that they wanted to repost it and remilk it a second time. So they reposted it like a year later, and it still got like 12 million.
Yeah.
Because a year later, it was still like people were still watching it for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I still get people today who are like, "Man, I just seen your shit for the first time."
Yeah,
like,
when Chef hit me and told me that you were down to come on, I revisited everything because I remember watching that show with my mom. My mom loves you.
Like
bro.
even if you look at the edit, bro, I appreciate that by the way. But even if you look at the edit, like they put like a whack ass video of me performing on Fremont at the end. That wasn't there in the original one. And the original one, it had all the cuts, like all the cut scenes, like all cut out and like the voting and shit in it. It was like a 30-minute video, and it had I think it had like 32 million when they posted or when they took it down.
Yeah, that was a special moment for a lot of us here in Vegas because, you know, like I've been in the scene for like 5 years, you know, doing dibbling, dabbling, whatever the case is, and you know, we've all been to Fremont. And we've all seen Dylan Jacob perform at some point in your life. So like being, especially, you know, as a native, you know, like I love the city so much that anything happens, like I'm paying attention, anything going on, and then when you popped up on and you're performing in front of Diddy and Khaled and
Mhm.
Megan Trainor, I mean Megan Trainor, Megan Trainor loved you. I was watching it. She was going crazy every line you
For
said.
real, Megan
She was,
Trainor still follow me to this
oh,
day.
for
Shout out
real,
Megan Trainor,
yeah,
because Megan Trainor
she
is
was she was head over
that lady
heels,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah. But I remember that I remember that whole experience and like, you know, I was like, damn, bro. Like from the like it's you're on such a unique path coming from street performing.
Especially coming from Vegas,
Yeah,
man.
coming from Vegas even more. Yeah.
I tell everybody, man, I'm like, it's weird because, like, in Vegas, it sounds so cliche, but it's really like a roll the dice city.
Yeah.
Like, you really roll the dice with what you get. Like, you can have somebody who is privileged their whole life come from Vegas. You can have somebody who's never had shit their whole life come from Vegas. You can have
Yeah.
somebody from right in the middle. And, like, every walk of life, there is people in Vegas, like, and not one person, multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like makes Vegas so diverse, but also like it makes us so like great at the same time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I think Vegas is the only place that I've ever actually seen like so many, and you know I've done hours on hours
Yeah.
of just seeing like different types of people associate with each other because it's just the vibe of Vegas.
Yeah.
And literally you see like you hear people say all the time, well, it's Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
do whatever we want, whatever.
when in Vegas,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that when in Rome shit, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's like I think that's cool. I
Yeah.
think that even though I wish there was more stuff that we had to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I still think it's cool when people come here and like it makes them act completely differently.
Yeah.
Like even out of character, but like it makes
Yeah,
them like
wildin' out.
yeah.
But that's what our allure is. That's our selling point. That's our product. That's our product.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
our
yeah.
product.
Yeah, man. That's dope, bro. What was I about to ask you? What was I about to ask you? Fuck. Oh yeah. So you coming from like street performing and freestyling? How is the trend? Have you always made songs, or or are you like? Was there a transitional period, and how is that like? You know what
I
I'm
mean, I
saying?
always made songs. They weren't
Yeah.
always good.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I'm
So you were like
saying?
better at freestyling in the beginning than you were at making a song.
I would say it was one of those things where it was just like I said, I couldn't tell you when
Mhm.
I got good. It was just a point where it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I got good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you still
And
feel like you're better at freestyling than songs, or you feel like they're
sometimes
yeah.
it's just because okay, you have to think. We live in a generation of tiny, like real small attention spans,
Yeah.
right? So people want some turned up shit, some TikTok shit, some
Yeah.
10 seconds, get to the point and get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I have a lot of music that's like deep, like there's subconscious meaning, it's subliminal messages tucked away and little things, you know what I'm saying? And so when I think about it, I'm like, I know my music is tight. You know what I'm saying? But does it move people the same as my freestyle moves people?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it's because it doesn't connect all the time the same,
Yeah.
especially when you're in that environment of like you most of the time if you have a crowd put together,
Yeah.
they're trying to turn up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? So you need to play some turned up shit.
Right. Do you struggle with like, oh, this is what people expect from like people just want to see like they want to see like a monkey swing from a tree. They don't want to see a monkey like fucking, throw a
Yeah,
baseball.
exactly, exactly.
That's what they want to.
Yeah, I've told everybody I'm like my thing is just growth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm trying to surround myself with not only people but supporters and I consider like my fans like my family and shit because like I tell them more than I tell my own family half the
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to surround myself with people that understand that like just because I'm this Dylan today doesn't mean I have to be the same Dylan tomorrow. And I might not be the same as I am 2 years ago, or as I might not be the same as I am yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everything is about growth and like the
The journey.
journey. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And so that's what I just try to focus on. Is I try to focus on the fact of like right now the box is the TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the box for me. Everybody wants to see me on the floor, or they want to see me doing the raps that I did from the floor.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like if half of those people were to really sit down and go through a catalog with me of music, they would like my music more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? One of something I have,
yeah,
because I have something for everybody.
yeah.
You feel me? But it's like one of those things where it's my own fault. I didn't put the
Right,
content out for them.
right.
So what did they have to judge me on? They
Exactly.
had that, and that's where they discovered me from. And that's what blew up. So
Mhm.
that's what everybody is gonna go back to, and that's what's gonna
Yeah,
like bring everybody home is that like I found you here. You're
yeah,
known for this. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I want this from you. But I'm trying to really break that mold out of
Yeah, I
artists. You know what I'm
know.
saying?
I would imagine you would because you're still so young and like
Mm-hmm.
you've been doing that and you're growing and you're changing as a person, as a man, and like you're not gonna be street performing forever, but or are you? Are you still street performing today?
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
street
dope,
performing
dope,
right
dope.
now.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna be street performing forever
Oh,
though.
okay, okay, yeah.
You
But
know,
that's
so
what I'm saying.
definitely.
Like you gotta like break that image and that mold and what people's expectations. But you're still so young, bro. You got plenty of time, man.
Like I
You got
said,
plenty
I
of
mean,
time.
I feel like it's an industry expectation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
like, you know, you have to think. At the end of the day, labels say, okay, this is hot.
yeah,
You made a song that's hot, so we're gonna just recreate this
yeah, yeah, yeah,
over and over and over and over and over again till it's not hot no more.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then when it's not hot no more, we'll try something else, and if it doesn't work, we'll drop you.
yeah,
You feel me? And so that's what the industry is. And that's
yeah,
what I'm trying to shy away from is I'm trying to let people know that like, bro, even as artists, we're people.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what we are. We're people. We go through shit just like you. We go
yeah,
through phases of our life. Like sometimes we want to have long hair. Sometimes we
yeah,
don't. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Sometimes
yeah,
but it's hard a lot because as an artist you're put on this thing where it's like you have to be a character.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that's why, bro, we're losing so many of our like legendary artists, you know what I'm saying? At such
mhm,
a young age, bro, is either they're depressed or
yeah,
they can't deal with life or they find themselves in bad situations trying to fake a role
mhm,
that that they weren't really into, you know what I'm saying? Fake a life
right,
that they didn't really live
yeah.
for an
They fell
image.
into or something. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And it's like at the end of the day, bro, like that shit is killing us in our
yeah,
generation, and we gotta shy away from that. Like we gotta understand that we're all people, bro. We're
yeah,
all people.
yeah,
Like, and that's why when you ask me like, do you feel famous? I feel like Dylan,
yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
at the end of the day, you bleed just like I bleed.
yeah,
You sweat just like I sweat. You feel the same emotions that I feel. We
yeah,
might interpret it differently. We might
mhm,
act upon it differently. Um, Other people might interpret it differently. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But for the whole part we're the same, you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Fame's a weird thing. Like, and I mean, obviously, I'm not famous, but I haven't even
Mm.
gotten nowhere near. But it's like, you seem like you really got a good head on your shoulders, and you're prepared for. I think like what you've accomplished now is a great preparation for what you have in the
Yeah, it's a good
future.
stepping
So
stone.
it doesn't like hit you like a ton of bricks. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure. Cause that's the thing is like there has to be a story, bro. Cause as fast as stuff that can
Exactly,
come is as fast
exactly.
as
You
it
really
can
have a
go.
story though. You
You
really
know
do.
exactly. So it's like all this time that I'm spent struggling. That's just
Yeah,
more time that if they decide that this is gonna get taken from me, well, you're gonna have to give me some time because I
yeah.
didn't get this shit fast. So
Right,
it's not gonna go fast either. You
right,
know what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right.
Like
You just started early as a motherfucker, so yeah, yeah,
exactly. Like I'm just young
yeah,
and I've been grinding
yeah,
since
yeah,
way younger, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I tried to always be wise. Like that was one thing that my dad always told me that like I kept through my life. My dad was like smart people are going to learn from their own mistakes
Mhm.
and wise people are going to learn from others.
Yeah,
Sad he couldn't take his own advice, but
yeah. That's how it
you
always
feel me?
goes. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
some real shit though.
No, 100%. Yeah,
Like you don't always have to make the same mistakes that other
yeah.
people
You
have
don't
to
gotta learn
make.
the hard way if you don't. You know.
And you don't always have to experience the same experience that other people had to experience
Yeah,
just to have that experience.
yeah,
Like I can vividly depict things that I've never been in or lived through, but I literally watched people go through
yeah,
myself. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like I felt what they felt. As artists, we're empaths. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We feel empathy.
yeah,
That's what we do. And then we recycle that and put it into a story or into a picture or a a visual through music. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's why music speaks so many different languages.
Yeah,
It's because you feel music. You
yeah,
know, it's about
yeah,
an energy.
yeah. Well, good music. There's a lot of trash ass music out there that don't make me do shit, but make me want that gives me a headache. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But Yo, I do you feel like one more question and we'll wrap this up. But
Oh yeah.
do you feel like how do you feel like this feel about the state of music and like how your music fits in? Do you feel like your sound? Do you feel like it you know you feel like you have your own lane, or do you feel like you have to like cater to a certain sound that's hot or
Um, like I said, I try to grow within myself,
yeah
and that has to go through my music, you
mhm
know. Otherwise, I can't grow. Like
yeah
that was my problem for so long. Is I used music as therapy more than I did business,
yeah
you know. So I would make music for myself before I
mhm
make music for other people. That's why I
mhm
wasn't putting it out, and I
mhm
wasn't worried about putting it out. It's because I was like, I'm cool. Because in my mind, I'm unstoppable. You put
yeah
me on the street with a bucket and a
yeah
microphone and a speaker, and I'm gonna make money.
yeah
And I'm not only gonna make money, I'm gonna make enough money to like, not only support my family, but be able to pursue my dreams and
yeah
live like what I think is somewhat comfortable.
yeah
You know what I'm saying?
yeah
So in my head, I have to make music that speaks to me at that moment, whether it's, um, whether it's in what everyone wants right now, or whether it's just something that like I personally want to pursue.
mhm
Um, it's something that I take personal on like the type of vibes that I put out into the
yeah
world and the type of vibes that I surround myself with.
yeah
I never try to be like, oh, this is hot, so this is what I need to do right now.
yeah
Because if I do that, I'm just gonna be so shaped by everything around me
yeah
that I'm gonna lose the actual shape of who I am and the
yeah
being that I am at the end.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. You gotta keep that, bro. You gotta keep that because it's easy to fall into it. And but because those fads, they come and go. You feel me?
Yeah,
Just like
exactly.
what's hot right now is not gonna be hot next year.
Exactly.
Well, shout out to Chef, man. Let's wrap this up. You got any more? We've been going for a minute. You got any more?
Hell
You got
yeah.
anything you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
Hey man, look, keep your eyes posted. The Sweet Life of Dylan Jacob coming out December 18th on my
Oh,
birthday this year. I turned 19 and I'm giving y'all my first project, so it's a special one for me. And we dropping Bag Ready December 4th, so that's 3 days away.
mm,
And I got more shit for you. I got another song dropping before the album. I can't even think of what it is right now
hold
because
up,
I just
Chef.
got
Chef
so
sent
much
me
shit.
the whole rundown.
Man,
Hold on. It's you got that one on the July 4th. Come on, you stupid fucking phone.
yeah.
Come on, man. Okay, no, he said solo single A Memory December 11th, part 2 to the Sweet Life blog December 12th,
Okay.
album December 18th. Y'all, I feel like your assistant right now, bro.
Hey, look, y'all
Come
heard it.
on, man.
Y'all heard it straight from the
Come
man,
on,
man.
man.
Y'all heard it straight from the man. Look,
Uh,
you got the part two to the
yes.
Sweet Life, December
Yep.
12th.
Yep.
You got A Memory dropping December 11th.
Yep.
We got Bag Ready dropping December
Fourth.
4th. I got The Sweet Life of Dylan Jacob dropping December 18th. So
Merch
literally,
available on the website. Christmas.
merch available on the website. We got a
10.
Christmas discount
There you
going on,
go. There you
10%
go.
off if you do Xmas. You know what I'm saying? We got
Yeah.
everything going right now. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all tune in, watch the journey of Dylan Jacob
Yes,
because it's
sir.
gonna be a long one, but
Yes, sir.
it's gonna be a good one for sure.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. You know,
Hey, I
it was
appreciate
it
you,
was
man.
really great to really sit down and have a conversation with you. You know, we've all been watching your journey for years now. So
Hell yeah, bro.
so I feel honored and my door's always open for you, man.
Hey,
For
man,
real.
I appreciate that for
Yes,
real.
sir.
Good looking, man.
Till next time, man.
Yes, sir, ski.
Bet. Woo! Is this Chef right here?
That's a wrap.